on a Friday night from downtown Danbury, Connecticut. This is a special presentation of Danbury Hat-Tricks Hockey right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network. Hello again, Hat-Tricks fans. Doug Latuca with you. This, the second game of the home-and-home between the number one team in the Empire and the FPHL, the visiting Binghamton Black Bears, and your Danbury Hat-Tricks, who enter in second place in the Empire Division at 25, 13, 8, and 5, 93 points. They have just a 6-point lead on the third place Port Huron Prowlers, who won again last night against the Motor City Rockers. The Prowlers victorious in 8 straight games. Black Bears have won 6 games in a row, including last night. 6-3 the final score in Binghamton. Danbury led 2-0. About 6.5 minutes into the second period, the Black Bears netting 6 unanswered goals and went on to win the game 6-3. CJ Stubbs had a goal and an assist last night. He is one of the few important scratches for the Black Bears tonight. No Stubbs, no Gavin Yates. Also there without Dale Dion, Nick Swain, and Luke Dobles, who are all out, either injured or scratched. And no Connor McAnanima, who is the league leader in wins. Instead, it will be Nolan Egbert who backstops for the Black Bears. He's 14-3 with a .330 goals against and .887 save percentage. Hat tricks in the Trashers race car themed jerseys. Arguably the nicest of the season and maybe all time in terms of the specialty category. Absolutely gorgeous. They're up for auction until 9 p.m. Eastern time on Dash. It's time for the anthem here in Danbury. Let's turn it over to public address announcer Jordan Simmons.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets raked the air, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
What a way to start it off. The 5th annual Alumni Night from inside the Danbury Ice Arena in downtown Danbury, Connecticut. Here we go. Doug Latuca with you. Hat tricks and Black Bears doing battle for the 10th time out of 11 meetings this season. The Black Bears winners last night 6-3. They overcame a second period 2-0 deficit, scored 6 straight goals and won the contest 6-3. Black Bears lead the season series 7-2, and Binghamton already clinched home ice throughout the playoffs. They're the top team in the FPHL. They've won 6 straight, 24 of their last 25. As for the Danbury Hat Tricks, they're winners of 21 of their last 29 with points in 22 of the past 25 games. Hat Tricks also have taken 3 consecutive games on home ice, averaging over 6 goals during those wins. Tonight we will induct 6 new members into the Danbury Hockey Ring of Honor. The festivities will continue throughout the night with videos played on the big board and the alumni being introduced onto the ice during the first intermission. But we've still got a hockey game to play, one of the biggest ones of the year thus far. for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, who, as I mentioned off the top, are just 6 points up on the Port Huron Prowlers for that second spot in the Empire Division. It will most likely be Port Huron and Danbury in round 1 of the playoffs, just not sure who will have home ice advantage. Looks like Johnny Ruiz might be starting the game in the penalty box. I'm not sure why, but Johnny Ruiz is in the penalty box before we've even dropped the puck. Hat-Tricks are shorthanded to start the game. Danbury in the checkerboard Trashers themed jerseys on Alumni night. They move left to right in period 1. The puck is dropped, and here we go, 5th annual Alumni night from the Danbury Ice Arena. Hat-Tricks are already shorthanded. They start with Chase Harwell and Jacob Ratcliffe up front. Josh LaBelle on the back end with Charlie Bedard. The Binghamton Black Bears, the top power play in the FPHL. They've scored a league-high 64 power play goals. Puck chipped on goal, blockered aside by Connor McCullum, who gets the start tonight, his 39th of the season and his 10th against the Black Bears. He's 2-6-1 with a .917 save percentage against Binghamton. Straight away, Dakota Bond fakes the shot, gives for Kirkby, right back to Bond, rears back, holding, shoots, blocked in front. It's free in the slot. Harwell slapping at it. It trickles into the near corner. Clear attempt, kick down Oliveri at the left point. Hands off for Bond. Crisscrosses, left circle, shoots, saved by McCullum, and the rebound slapped out by LaBelle. 55 seconds on the power play. Black Bears trying to catch the Hat-Tricks in a change. Oliveri right wing centers, tipped on, and a save from McCullum, and Pamelayan sails it down the ice. Zach Pamelayan dropping back to defense tonight. Xavier Abdella took an elbow up high yesterday, so he gets the night off. Kyle Steffen bursting in right wing for the Black Bears. Center shot off the outside of the net. A quick one-touch shot from Nick Swain. And it would not go. Here's Steffen, head fakes, gives Swain. Right corner, curling on Pamelayan. Up the far wall he goes, drops to Dan Stone. Near side Cam Clark, he shoots, ramps off a stick, off the far side glass. Swain recollects. Final 5 of the power play. Stone for Swain, through him, around the kick plate. Centering pass deflected. Vadim Frolov had his pocket pick. Swain walks middle, he shoots, save. Clark with it, and he couldn't finish the play. Puck hopped over his stick, and there goes Johnny Ruiz, who was just in the penalty box to start the game, was assessed a pregame warm-up violation bench minor, so the captain Ruiz serving the penalty. And the Hat-Tricks survive that early kill right off the opening draw. Left point, it's Emerson Emery shooting, blocked. Racing to it, Josh LaBelle for the Hat-Tricks, pocket picked by Chris Mott of the Black Bears, and Binghamton goes from right to left. Puck tipped in to the zone by Anthony Bernardo, sent right back through neutral ice, and retrieving Nick Poirier, who was not in the lineup yesterday for Binghamton. Emery bursting in, it's Bernardo rather, his shot off the back glass. Bernardo to it first, he gives near side Zach Sirota, shooting, save off the pad, right to Mott. His pass to the right point, Poirier shooting over the crossbar, wheels along the near side boards and tipped out through center, no icing. We've played about 3:15 in the opening period. No score, Hat-Tricks have already killed off a penalty. Here's an outlet, here's Thompson, he shoots and scores! Well, you've got the rookie pair of Dimitri Christou and Brendan Gregg out there. Gregg making his debut. Thompson shot out of a cannon up the right wing, collected it off the far boards, and tucked it under the bar. And 3:24 into the first, the Black Bears take a 1-0 lead. So not the start the Hat-Tricks were hoping for on Alumni night. First off, they kill a penalty thanks to a pregame warm-up violation. And then A couple moments after that, they surrender the game's first goal. Austin Thompson, yet another goal, had 2 last night in the Black Bears 6-3 win over the Hat-Tricks. Thompson now up to 30 goals on the season, second on the Black Bears, behind Tyson Kirkby, who leads the Black Bears in mostly every offensive category, and he's among the league leaders in those categories as well. Kirkby returning from a 3-game suspension following that incident in Virginia a couple weekends ago. Don Oliveri tiptoes the line, play offside, and a stoppage. 4:07 erased first period, and the Black Bears are on the board first. It's Austin Thompson the goal, off the stretch pass from Nick Poirier. It's actually Thompson's 32nd goal of the season, his 64th point. And a 1-0 Black Bears lead. The crowd a bit quiet here in Danbury, waiting for an eruption on Alumni night. Hat-Tricks won last year on this special night. They beat the Black Bears in overtime. It was Daniel McKittrick with the winner. Behind the net, Zach Pamelayan trying to reverse. It was nullified momentarily. Hat-Tricks have it back. Sailed through center. The outlet alley-oop looking for Chase Harwell. Drop behind him would have been offside, so the Hat-Tricks tag up. Was mentioning Zach Pamelayan dropping back to defense with the absence of Abdella. Also, the Hat-Tricks scratching Justin Movalli, Zach Ross, and Gleb Van Durken missing his second consecutive night due to illness. 2-on-2 through center. Now into the left wing, it's Ratcliffe hitting the brakes. Takes a spill. Stone pressed him to the ice. Out to the left point, LaBelle. He shoots! Tipped into the glove of Egbert, and he holds on. Egbert 2-1 with a .922 save percentage against the Hat-Tricks this season. This his 4th start, and that was his first save. 5:03 gone by first period. Black Bears up 1-0 right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Hey Hat-Tricks fans, this is a huge honor to me to have my name hanging on that plaque with all those other greats. I just want to give a few shout outs to the people that mean a lot to me. Fans, you guys have been there since day one. You've helped this team grow, you've helped the community grow, and I couldn't thank you enough. Office staff, you guys are the gears to the machine. Congrats and good job. My family, you guys mean the world to me, and you guys have pushed me since day one of following my career. I wouldn't be anywhere without you guys. Let's go Hat-Tricks.
Gordy Bonnell, a Danbury Hat-Tricks legend, a 2022-23 Commissioner's Cup champion with the Hat-Tricks, beloved here by the fan base, always willing to stick up for his teammates. Johnny Ruiz, very appreciative of his efforts, especially during the championship year. One of the 6 members going into the Ring of Honor. It's 1-0 Black Bears. We've played a little more than 5 minutes in the first period. Austin Thompson, the game's opening goal, 3:24 in. Shots are just 3-1 in favor of the Black Bears. Loose puck, far half-wall Binghamton zone. Behind the net, Alexander Vasiliev centers off the stick of Egbert. Another try whacked at. Spits to the far corner. Frolov laying a shoulder into Emery. Centering pass, whipped around to the right point. Bedard, wrist shot. Flutters on and a glove save from Egbert. As he snags it, some shoving net side involving Vadim Frolov. Hat-Tricks will do some line juggling tonight. They're dressing just 9 forwards and 6 defensemen. Suspension of Noah Robinson last night, leaving the bench during an altercation. 6 games automatic suspension. He'll miss the remaining 5 of the regular campaign in Game 1 of the playoffs, so a big loss on the wing for the Hat-Tricks, Noah Robinson. Danbury trying to fill the gap. Down 1-0 early in the first. Thompson, the goal scorer, flips it into the near corner. Oliveri had his pocket picked, and then the puck intercepted by Tyson Kirkby, the Black Bears captain. Center point, Kirkby shoots, save by McCullum right into the breadbasket with Thompson passing through. Something to watch tonight. McCullum was contacted a couple times last night. It was called once. A couple other times His teammates came to his defense. Drop in the mitts. Face-off near circle, Josh Newberg, who absolutely pummeled Scott Ramakers last night. Rimmed it around the far side. Out to center it goes, and the Black Bears from right to left. In the white jerseys tonight, hat-tricks in the black Trashers checkerboard theme for Alumni Night. Kirkby's shot deflected off the end boards. He's got it back in the corner, taken away by Bedard, who speeds through center. Charlie Bedard over the red, over the blue. Self-pass into the near corner. Bedard centering through Dylan Hullaby, and it squirts out to center and back into Danbury territory. 6.5 minutes gone by in the first frame. It is 1-0 Black Bears. Outlet pass, there's Chase Harwell, skates into it. Jesse Anderson on his hip. He'll swing it off the end boards. Getting there first is Dimitri Christou, who is wearing 28 tonight, typically number 96. Out through center. It's Nick Swain in the play offside, as there was some traffic at the line. And the face-off will drip out into the neutral zone, far dot. It's Ruiz and Steffen. Shots are 4-2 Black Bears. It's 1-0 Binghamton. Just past 7 minutes gone by. Quick pass off the boards. Left wing, it's Ruiz in the zone. He shoots, missed the target. It rims all the way out to center. Christou. Across to Gregg. Up the left wing, Harwell shielding. It's glove down, Ruiz centers. Ratcliffe knocked out to the blue line, kept in. Right point, Christou. He'll filter it below the goal line. Stone one-hands it. Stopped by Ratcliffe. Pass to the back. A shot flubbed. Clark, outlet pass. There goes Swain all alone. He shoots. Glove stop from McCullum. Nick Swain one-on-one with Connor McCullum. And MC shuts the door. Keeps it 1-0 Binghamton with 12:17 on the clock, period one. So McCullum, as he did in last night's first period, keeping the hat tricks afloat. MC with 2 or 3 dazzling glove saves yesterday. He's continued his stellar play. Off the D-zone draw, puck to the back, Stone, the righty on his backhand, flips behind the net, rolling on the dasher, plops down for Sirota. He'll rim it back to the near side, racing after it, Kyle Gonzalez. Instead, it's Chris Mott for Binghamton. He'll slip it down low. Anthony Bernardo, centering try, blocked away. There goes Connor Woolley, knocked down Bernardo, but the puck slung to the far side. It's Frolov, left wing, dragging, shooting, and wide of the catching mitt of Egbert. Back out to neutral ice. Alexander Vasiliev had a goal last night. Finds Zach Pamelayan. It's sent in. Josh Newberg outnumbered in the corner. He'll toss middle. Hullaby tried to keep in. It grazed off a leg pad out to center. Hullaby right back on it. He charges in left wing. Shoots, trickled on goal, steered aside by Egbert. It's tapped up the far wall. A wrist shot from LaBelle ramps off a stick and into the netting. For another stoppage. Special night tonight. 6 new inductees into the Ring of Honor. You just heard from Gordy Bonnell at the commercial break. We'll have 5 more videos for you throughout the night. And stay tuned at the first intermission, as we'll have alumni, old and new, flooding the surface and being honored here in Danbury. Black Bears win the D-zone draw. It's feathered in. McCullum comes out of the net, gets a stick on it. A scrum in the near corner. It's batted to the far side for Corey Anderson, who scoops it off the far glass out to center. Black Bears calling for a delay of game. Referees will discuss. Anderson, his first game back since the 19th. That Wednesday makeup game against the Venom at McCann Ice Arena, where he put up a goal and an assist. So no penalty. The puck hit off the very top of the glass at center. So We play on at 5-on-5. We've leaked under 11 minutes to go in period one. It's 1-0 Binghamton on Austin Thompson's goal. His 32nd of the year at 3:24. Nick Poirier with the helper. Face off at the right circle. Springs off the far glass. In the left corner, it's LaBelle over skates. Resets and outlets the D partner Bedard. Did not get the red line. He throws it in, but they wave the icing off. It's whacked up the far boards. Neutral ice, Thompson storming in, poke checked away by LaBelle. Black Bears forced to tag up as Oliveri retreats. LaBelle lugs it through center, softly up the near boards. Ratcliffe racing to it, chops it. Behind the net, Dan Weber for the Black Bears, scored last night. Clear attempt, gloved off the near wall. He did the job, he kept it in, but the Black Bears bring it right back out. Thompson will sauce it into the hat-trick zone and dart to the bench for a change. Midway point, first period, 1-0 Black Bears, hat-tricks with just 3 shots. Outlet through center off the glove of Clark Vasiliev. Had it for a moment, dispossessed, and it's Jesse Anderson for Binghamton, zigzagging through center. He had his pocket picked by Frolov. Outlet for Vasiliev too far, and Weber navigates behind the net. Pestered by Vasiliev. Finds Swain, who was unsuccessful on a breakaway a couple moments ago. He lost his stick. Woolley flicks it behind the Black Bears net. Vasiliev retrieves. Right corner. Vasiliev centers for Newberg. His shot blocked. Hit off the leg of Kyle Steffen, who was in front. Frolov darting towards the goal, has it below the goal line, throws it off the back of Egbert. It pops to the left circle. Clear attempt kept in Vasiliev. A stick goes flying in the air. Vasiliev sliding on his stomach, and I believe they got Vadim Frolov for the penalty. Interference the call. Black Bears to the power play for the second time in this game with 9:15 left. Period one, it's 1-0 Black Bears. Let's hear from another class of 2025 inductee.
Hey Danbury, this is Mike Brown. I just want to say thank you for all the support throughout the years, especially my 3 years as a Danbury Whaler. First championship in city history. It was amazing. And I just want to say a special thanks to a few people from that team. Herm Sorcher, owner, who's here tonight. Thank you very much for getting me inducted into this Ring of Honor. Phil Esposito for being a great coach. John Kopinski, who's here tonight. Great induction to the Ring of Honor also. And last but not least, to my brother, Peter Vetri. Rest in peace, man. We miss you. Also, congrats to the other 5 inductees tonight on a great career. And last but not least, I want to say thanks to my parents. 25 years of hockey supporting me. And thank you for everything. This has been a great bookend to my career, entering the Ring of Honor. And thanks again to the city of Danbury. Go Hat-Tricks.
Mike Brown, former Danbury Whalers goaltender. The winningest goalie in Danbury hockey history. Connor McCullum might be coming for that record. It's 1-0 Black Bears, 9:15 to go, period one. Austin Thompson, the lone goal at 3:24. And the Black Bears on the power play. Vadim Frolov is in the box, 2 minutes for interference. Black Bears are already 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Danbury cleared right off the draw. Kirkby busting in left side, shoved by LaBelle in the left corner. Takes a spill, gets back to his skates, and Scott Ramaker's up the far wall. He'll drop off for Dakota Bond, sprinting right side. Backhand feed Kirkby, centers in front, Ramaker stuff save. Rebounds loose, out to the slot, it's Bond. To the back, Oliveri, clapper. Blocker save by McCullum. Ratcliffe hurls it out to center, glove down by Dakota Bond. He'll dart right back in, zigzagging through, handing off Ramaker's back for Bond. Redirected, here's Oliveri. Creeping in left side, off the post. Up top, Thompson shot blocked. It's free in the slot. Out for Kirkby. Kirkby will settle things down, far half wall. Low right, Ramakers banks it off the boards. To the back, Bond. Return Ramakers, right circle, shoots! Airmailed it, pops off the end boards in front. LaBelle alert, will sling it down the ice. 45 ticks on the Frolov minor. 8 minutes left in the first period. It's 1-0 Binghamton. Hat-tricks were a perfect 6 for 6 on the kill yesterday. They were 85% over their last 7 games. Second in the league, 12 shorthanded goals are the hat-tricks, 3 behind the Black Bears. Left point, it's Clark. Straight away, Stone. Now to the left corner, Clark. In front, stopped by McCullum, and Pamelayan soars it down the ice. Hat-tricks 10th on the kill in the FPHL. Mentioned the Black Bears, the top power play in the league. By far the most power play goals. And interestingly enough, the Black Bears the most penalized team in the league. Power play about to expire. Black Bears in the zone. Anderson, outer ring, left circle, shoot, save, rebound, score! Right as the power play expired, Kyle Steffen jams it from in front. 2 first period goals for the Black Bears, and they lead the Hat-tricks 2-0 on Alumni night. Right place, right time for Kyle Steffen. We saw it a little bit last night. We've seen it here again tonight. The Black Bears not afraid to get pucks to the net. There have been bodies in front. Not easy for Connor McCullum to track. And Kyle Steffen deposits Binghamton's second goal of the night. His 15th of the year, 34 points for number 14 in white. And not the start the Hat-tricks were hoping for. Here's Chris Mott left side, shovels on goal. Glove save in the slot. Sorota turnaround bid, blocked. There goes Gonzalez, handing off near side Vasiliev. He chugs in, Vasiliev cuts middle, waiting, looking, hold on to it in the far corner. He throws middle, it's knocked away by Mott out to center. Bernardo picked off a pass. Mott will pitchfork it into the left corner. Zach Pamelayan retrieves for Danbury. Around the kick plate far side, off a stick, bouncing in front of the net, kept in right point. Poirier behind the cage. It's Chris Mott, shoved by Pamelayan. Mott still on it, locates Sorota near half wall. To the left point, Emerson Emery, wrist shot, gloved. It's down in front, Sorota's shot save, rebound, pops in, they score. Zach Sorota would not be denied on the doorstep. He was stopped a couple times by McCullum, but he flips it over the outstretched right pad of McCullum, and the Black Bears with their 3rd goal of the first period. This crowd stunned. 3 goals from 3 different goal scorers. Thompson, Steffen, and now Sorota, who has his 12th goal of the year, 20th point of the season for Sorota, who did not play yesterday. Well, maybe it's a good sign that the Hat-tricks trail 3-0. Hat-tricks offside as Hullaby was still in the zone, touched the puck off the center ice draw. First off, the 3-goal lead, the worst lead in hockey, as many know. And 2, Danbury led 2-0 last night in the second period, gave up 6 straight goals. The prior game between these two teams on the 14th of March, Danbury held a 3-1 lead in the second period and lost 4-3. So the Hat-tricks will likely ramp up the urgency as they trail 3-0 in front of Danbury Hockey Alumni. They have just 3 shots on goal as they try to get on the scoreboard. Cross corner dump Newberg. Corey Anderson with a big hit in the far corner on Weber. And now a fight, Kirkby against Anderson. Some lefts, both players go down to the right corner. It was a clean hit by Anderson, who's trying to bring some physicality and some energy to this game. Tyson Kirkby challenged him. A little bit of a surprise. Kirkby usually not one to drop the mitts. But they go behind the Binghamton net. And we'll see how that shifts the momentum, if it does at all. Mentioned Anderson missed the last 3 games for the Hat-tricks. A couple of bumps and bruises, but he is all right. With 5:43 the reading on the first period clock. The Black Bears are up 3-0 in the second game of this weekend set. They won it 6-3 yesterday, and they've won 7 of the first 9 in the 11-game season series, which wraps up on the 11th of April in Binghamton. That's the second to last game of the regular campaign for the Hat-Tricks. Austin Thompson from Nick Poirier at 3:24, followed up by Kyle Steffen at 12:48. Jesse Anderson, the helper. And then Zach Sirota from Emerson Emery at 13:42. Those the 3 Black Bear tallies. They're out shooting the Hat-Tricks 16-3. Mentioned the Black Bears have scored the most goals in the league. Hat-Tricks have potted the second most in the FPHL, but Binghamton allowing the 3rd fewest this season. They've only lost 6 games, 2 though to the Hat-Tricks. Left circle draw, Black Bear zone. It's still 5-on-5, so it appears they just got Anderson and Kirkby each 5 minutes for fighting. Thought maybe an instigator would come of it. A right wall shot chested down by Egbert. Puck in the right corner, Black Bear zone. Ratcliffe to the back, Bedard shoots, saved by Egbert. He doesn't know where it is. Went off his blocker, sprung to the near corner. To it is Harwell, double teamed. Swain carrying, far wall, LaBelle keeps. It's tied up in some skates and drips out to center. Jesse Anderson the other way, darting in on Ruiz, who was back on defense. LaBelle was pinching. He swept the puck away, and Ratcliffe out of the scrum kisses it off the far glass. It trickles out to center, and Harwell will scale it back into the Hat-Trick zone. 4:50 to go. First period, it's 3-0 Binghamton. Hat-Tricks looking for some life. Woolley navigates through center, left side. He'll throw in front, looking for Frolov. Into the slot, hoping for Vasiliev. It was partially deflected. Goes back out to center. Pamelayan for Vasiliev, left side of the blue line. Filtered middle. And carried out to center by Mott for the Black Bears. Mott left circle, shooting at a glove save by McCullum. Final media timeout of the first period. The Black Bears lead the Hat-Tricks 3-0 in period 1.
I'm very happy and honored to be inducted into the Danbury Ring of Honor. I'm very grateful for the Galante family to believed in me and basically welcoming me into Danbury. It was a privilege to play for the Trashers. I have to shout out a big thank you for all the fans here in Danbury for supporting hockey all those years and keep thriving about this. And I'm hoping that everything goes well for a long time, because hockey in Danbury is awesome. And I want to give a big shout out to Section 102 for all those great years and supporting us and supporting Danbury. Thank you.
Sly Daig, former Danbury Trashers netminder. He is in the suite with 4 of the other Ring of Honor inductees. Unfortunately, Billy McCreary could not be here tonight. We will hear from Billy in video form shortly. It's 4:24 remaining first period, 3-0 Black Bears. Face off in the Hat-Trick zone, and a point shot glove by McCullum as Bond walked the line towards the middle and slung one on. Thompson, Steffen, Sirota, the goal scorers. Hat-Tricks have been lifeless. Black Bears taking advantage. They score goals in bunches, and the Black Bears do not allow you to make many mistakes. They capitalize almost every time. Here's a free puck in front. Sirota save. Rebound denied. The follow-up slid wide. Mott in the far corner, centers Bernardo on goal, and McCullum's got it. Ramped off his stick and into the midsection. Again, it's that Bernardo, Mott, and Sirota trio that are all around the Hat-Trick's goal. Again, pucks on goal, bodies in front. McCullum stood tall, specifically the second opportunity. He had a robbery, and then Mott's shot glided wide. Another D-zone draw, far circle. Romakers for the Black Bears, Ruiz for the Hat-Tricks. Binghamton wins it, right point Stone for Oliveri, far half wall. Head up, angles off the end boards, and LaBelle steals it for the Hat-Tricks. Outlet Ratcliffe over the center ice logo, hands off Ruiz. Right wing, centering pass blocked. To the right point, Ratcliffe. He tries to shoot in off his stick, out of play. Black Bears heavily out shooting Danbury, 17-6 in period one.
Intermission ceremony, please start to make your way down to the penalty box. All alumni participating in
Danbury
ceremony, please make your way down to the penalty box.
still trying to find its footing late here in the first. Off the right circle draw, centering pass from Harwell off the stick of Egbert. LaBelle at the left point, filters down low. Harwell stuff try, stopped by Egbert, he's got it clamped. It did squirt free, but the whistle blows to stop play. Last night, that 6-3 final, Black Bears, the winners. Danbury had its 11-game win streak snapped in games decided by 3 or more goals. It really dominated, mostly the games during that extended win streak and point streak that the Hat-Tricks were on. Danbury has still continued to rack up points. 22 of the last 25 games the Hat-Tricks have secured points in. Unfortunately, they did not last night. Ratcliffe takes the puck off the left circle draw, off the boards in front. Egbert clamps down the post. A couple bodies went down. Thompson shovels out to center on the glove down. Oliveri had his pocket picked. Hat-Tricks hammer it into Binghamton territory. Bond will retrieve. He's behind the net. He'll orchestrate here. Dan Stone angles off the near wall. Bouncing puck, Vasiliev darting in. Toe drag, Vasiliev to the net. Waiting, shoots! Saved by Egbert. Puck off the back boards. To the right point. Bedard keeps it, whacking at it. Filters right corner, Vasiliev. There first lifts the stick. Hullaby to the point, Bedard shoots wide right. Slingshots off the end boards, and Bond steals the Hullaby pass and soars it through center ice back into the possession of Zach Pamelayan, right in front of Connor McCullum with 2:30 to go. First period, 3-0 Binghamton. Remember, stay with us at the first intermission as we honor all the alumni, including the 6 inductees. Black Bears into the zone, Swain cutting middle, swept away by Pamelayan, low left, Clark throws it all the way to the back, Poirier winds up a shot, deflected save, McCullum rebounds, swept in front, and it rolls out to center, where Emerson Emery will bring it back into Binghamton territory. Poirier up the far side, Steffen. He'll slip it in deep. Gonzalez sprints, gets there for Danbury. Pamelayan up the far kick plate. There goes Ruiz. Hat-Tricks with numbers if they hurry. Ruiz dropping for Ratcliffe off his skate. Black Bears from right to left. It's Clark 2-on-2. Up the right side, drops for Steffen. Around Pamelayan, he shoots, missed the target. And all the way out it goes up the near boards. 1:30 left, period one. Hat-Tricks trailing the Black Bears 3-0 Saturday night from Danbury, Connecticut, 5th annual alumni night. It's pushed for Woolley, who gallops up left wing neutral zone, runs into Bernardo, who staples him to the boards. Loose puck, Bernardo forced ahead. On the right wing, Bernardo shoots, stick save by McCullum. Off the near wall, Sirota gathers, tosses off the far boards. Bedard will hammer it. It rolls towards the goal line. Egbert comes out, icing waved with 50 ticks in the period. Jesse Anderson sauces one up the near side wall. Too far for Dan Stone, and it's Charlie Bedard to his deep partner LaBelle. Far wall, the return, Bedard. Streaking up the right side, red line. He'll step over, filters in. It was blocked down. LaBelle corrals, lead pass, through Harwell, got a piece. Frolov racing after it with Weber. Final 15 of the period, 3-0 Binghamton. They battle two aside. Frolov wins it. Right point, Bedard, he shoots. Stopped by Egbert. A penalty will be called on Dan Weber. Josh Newberg and Dan Weber had an altercation in the right corner. And I believe the Hat-Tricks will head to the power play. Corey Anderson out of the penalty box after the fight with Kirkby. He was being looked at by Adrian Dembeck. There was a scrum in the right corner, Weber and Newberg was taken down. The play stopped when the Black Bears touched it.
All alumni, please report to the penalty box.
Just 7.7 on the clock in the period. And the Black Bears with a 3-0 cushion.
Nick DiNicola, down to the penalty box. Nick DiNicola.
So the referees are talking this over. Have to wonder what the calls will be. You see Weber is sitting in the Binghamton penalty box. Nobody is in the hat-trick sin bin. And there's 5 minutes up on the board against Weber. So talk about an opportunity to get back into a game. Might not happen here at the end of the first, but with a major, you can score as many times as you want within the 5 minutes. It's obviously a major on Weber. We don't know exactly what it was, but it's 5-on-4. Final 7.7 of the third. Hat-Tricks have Harwell, Ruiz, Hullaby, LaBelle, and Ratcliffe out there. Right circle face-off, potentially one good look. Steffen goes down, clogged up the puck. It's scooped out through center, and that's it. For the first 20 minutes, dominated by the Black Bears. 22-7 the shots, 3-0 the score. Still 4:52 on the Dan Weber major penalty. A legal check to the head. Have to hope that Josh Newberg is all right. Mentioned Danbury does not have the extra skater tonight, just 9 forwards and 6 defensemen. And Corey Anderson was being checked out by Adrian Dembeck, the head athletic trainer. Hat-Tricks will regroup. They'll go back to the drawing board and sort some things out. But at the intermission, all the alumni will be introduced. And don't worry, we'll be locked in right here on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network for all of the coverage. I'm gonna pop the headset off. We're gonna pump up the crowd mic, and we are going to enjoy the 5th annual Alumni Night as we honor alumni old and new. Enjoy, everyone.
Right next to Quinto. Get on your feet. Who wants a green shirt? The Danbury Hockey Alumni and Ring of Honor inductees. from the Titans, the Whalers, the Trashers, the Hat-Tricks, the big fella, Bob Brock. Hey fans, this guy, look at this man, that's a big dude right there. Starlight on 23. Off-ice official. Every team that's ever been here, Anthony Baloo Redknapp is here. Paula Mofield, ticket sales, Danbury Titans. From the Danbury Hat-Tricks Championship Team, the British Columbia Bullet, recently married, Jared Yao. From the Danbury Titans, ownership, Bruce Bennett. Danbury Hat-Tricks, champion, Connecticut Kid, Mike Falega. Danbury Whalers, Danbury Titans, assistant general manager, Tricia Coe. All right, this one hits home for me. I'm in green for the Danbury Whalers. My dad was part of the ownership group. He couldn't make it tonight, but I got my cousin and my aunt, my cousin Margot, my aunt Lois, representing my father, Larry Sorcher. Ring of Honor member, 2024, Phil Garner. From the Danbury Mad Hatters, played with a bunch of teams against the Trashers, Brendan Tedstone is here. This guy, he's in the Ring of Honor, 2023, Danbury Whalers, Danbury Titans, and also a two-time champion with the Whalers and with the Danbury Hat-Tricks. Waiting on Steve Brown. Oh yeah, oh yeah. All right, we're moving on to the Ring of Honor members. The voice of the Danbury Trashers, also Quinnipiac Hockey. New inductee this year, Phil Jubileo. New inductee, goaltender Trashers, Sly Day. Danbury Hat-Tricks, Gordon Bedell, champion 2023. The winningest goaltender in Danbury hockey history, Danbury Whaler champion Mike Brown. Inductee 2025, assistant coach with every team in the building here, Johnny Krupinski. let's say. But we're playing a song by Elvis, and it was If I Had a Dream. And that's the truth. This guy had a dream about hockey in Danbury, and look at what we're doing tonight. He's the founder, he's everything for the Danbury Hat Trick, for the Danbury Trashers, and hockey in this city. Welcome, Jim Galante.
Every year it gets better and better. My daughter was born 2 days ago. We came home from the hospital 2 hours ago. I really had to pull some strings to be here, but I couldn't miss, seeing you guys on Alumni Night. And it all starts with you guys, 102, everybody here, and thank you guys. Let's keep this going.
All right, hey, one more time. Have a hand for the Ring of Honor inductees. John Krupinski, Phil Jubilee, Sylvain Day, Corey Bennell, Mike Brown. We're missing one guy here. We're going to watch his video. Should we, Calvin, we watch that video? All right, let's turn to the video board right now. We got one more guy.
Good evening, Danbury. It's hard to find the words to express the immense gratitude and honor I feel standing here tonight, inducted into the Danbury Ring of Honor. This moment represents the culmination of years of hard work, sacrifice, and determination, but it is also a tribute to the many people who have supported me along the way. First, I'd like to thank my family for always being my rock and inspiration. Your love, encouragement, and belief in me have meant the world. You're the perfect definition of teammates, and for that, I'm forever inspired. To my players, staff, and ownership group, you're the ones who pushed me to be better, who challenged me to go beyond my limits, and who made every success along this journey possible. Your commitment, resilience, passion, and toughness are unparalleled. This recognition is not just mine, it's a reflection of the incredible teams that supported me, the community that cheered us on, and the moments that helped shape us into who we are today. Being inducted into the Ring of Honor is a deeply humbling experience. It's a reminder that the journey doesn't end here, that the standards set continue to inspire and to give back whatever way we can. To everyone who's been a part of this incredible ride, thank you. This honor is as much yours as it is mine. I will forever hold this moment close to my heart and continue to strive to live up to the incredible legacy of Danbury hockey, its Ring of Honor, and the champions we became together. Thank you.
Thank you, fans, for being here every night.
Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India pale ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. Handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need tickets for your next event? Tixter makes it simple to buy, sell, and manage tickets. Get your Hat Tricks tickets today at Tixter.com because every event starts with the right ticket. Need tools for your next project? Decker Tool Rental H.O. Penn has everything you need for DIY or professional jobs. Quality tools, expert advice. Rent with confidence at Decker Tool Rental. Cool off with a treat from Twister's Ice Cream Cafe. Delicious ice cream in every flavor imaginable. Stop by Twister's today and treat yourself to something sweet. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Craving wings and good times? Head to TK's American Cafe. With the best wings in town and a fun atmosphere, it's the perfect place to hang out. Visit TK's American Cafe and try the Hat Tricks wings today. Your car deserves the best. Crossroads Car Wash keeps your vehicle looking fresh and clean. Fast, affordable, and eco-friendly. Stop by today. Crossroads Car Wash, where a clean car is a happy car. Transform your yard with Yard Goats Landscaping. From lawn care to custom designs, we bring your outdoor vision to life. Call Yard Goats today and make your yard the envy of the neighborhood. Looking for a brighter smile? Stony Hill Dental Care offers expert dental services for the whole family. Schedule your appointment today. Stony Hill Dental Care, where your smile comes first. Get the best cuts of meat with Omaha Beef Company. Fresh, premium beef delivered right to your door. Taste the difference with Omaha Beef, where quality is always on the menu. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need reliable stormwater solutions? Coltech Inc. provides innovative water management systems for residential and commercial properties. Coltech, solutions you can count on, quality you can trust. Need custom signs or graphics? Vision Designs brings your vision to life with quality printing and design services. Call Vision Designs today for all your custom printing needs. Need a plumber you can trust? Hope Plumbing offers fast, reliable service for all your plumbing needs. From repairs to installations, we've got you covered. Hope Plumbing, where your home is our priority. Hungry for a steak? Come to Texas Roadhouse for hand-cut steaks, fall-off-the-bone ribs, and more. Visit Texas Roadhouse today, where great food and great times come together. Drive in style with Todd Maserati, offering the latest Maserati models and top-quality service. Visit Todd Maserati today for the luxury car experience you've been waiting for. Raise a glass at Reverie Brewing Company, locally brewed craft beer in a variety of styles. Visit our tap room today and sip on something special. Reverie Brewing, where beer meets imagination. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Stay warm this winter with Mitchell Oil, reliable heating oil delivery and expert service to keep your home comfortable. Call Mitchell Oil today for quality service you can trust. Treat yourself at Peach Wave of Bethel, fresh frozen yogurt with endless topping combinations. Visit today and create your perfect dessert. Peach Wave, where the possibilities are sweet. Building something special? Kellogg Hardwood Lumber has the finest kiln-dried hardwood lumber for all your projects. From flooring to furniture, we have what you need. Visit Kellogg Hardwood Lumber today. From sports injuries to joint pain, Ortho Connecticut has you covered. Expert orthopedic care for every body. Call today to schedule your consultation. Ortho Connecticut, where movement matters. Looking for reliable waste management solutions? Oak Ridge provides efficient, eco-friendly waste and recycling services for businesses and homes. Call Oak Ridge today and simplify your waste disposal. Looking for the perfect place to work on your golf game? Head to Golf Ranch in Brookfield. With a covered driving range, lessons for all skill levels, and a fun 18-hole mini golf course, there's something for everyone. Get ready to tee off at Golf Ranch in Brookfield. Hat-Tricks fans, are you hungry? Caroluzzi's Markets has the best sub shop and the best selection of chef-prepared meals for easy dinners. Caroluzzi's is your one-stop supermarket for all your grocery needs and so much more. Craving something sweet? Crumble Cookies in Danbury has the freshest, warmest cookies around. With new flavors every week, there's always a reason to treat yourself. Visit Crumble today. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Hey Hat-Tricks fans, for a comfortable stay with great amenities, the only choice is the La Quinta by Wyndham in Danbury. Ask for the Hat-Tricks friends and family rate. You can't beat it. La Quinta. Get back to feeling your best with Hat City Physical Therapy. Personalized care for every body and every injury. Call today to start your recovery. Hat City Physical Therapy. Your health is our focus. Fairfield County Bank is the official bank of the Danbury Hat-Tricks. It's where the Hat-Tricks bank and the tellers wear the Danbury Hat-Tricks top hat. Fairfield County Bank is the hometown bank of the Danbury Hat-Tricks and are proud to support their hometown team.
We welcome you back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. The first intermission festivities are over. A special moment as former Danbury hockey alumni, staff, players, some diehard fans welcomed back to the Danbury Ice Arena in front of this packed DIA crowd. The 6 inductees into the 2025 Ring of Honor were honored at the intermission. Their videos will continue to be played throughout the night. We've heard from a couple of them on the broadcast and a few more to come. Doug Latuca with you on a Saturday night from downtown Danbury. Hat-Tricks in a 3-0 hole to the Binghamton Black Bears. Austin Thompson, Kyle Steffen, and Zach Sirota, the 3 goal scorers for the Binghamton Black Bears, who are trying to sweep this weekend series and also make it 8 wins through the first 10 matchups between these two teams. Black Bears victorious yesterday 6-3. Hat-Tricks led that game 2-0 about 7.5 minutes into that second period, and then the wheels fell off. The Black Bears buried 6 consecutive goals. They won it 6-3. Here tonight, it's been the Black Bears who have taken advantage of a couple of Hat-Tricks mistakes. Flat out, Binghamton has been the quicker, more skilled team through the first 20 minutes, and it shows on the scoreboard. The shots 25-7 favoring the visitors. Just a reminder to our fans before the puck drops, Hat-Tricks are in the race car themed jerseys in homage to the 20th anniversary of the Danbury Trashers. AJ Galante and Jimmy Galante were honored at the intermission as well. AJ with a few words. He's taken a senior advisor role with the Hat-Tricks here in 25. Well, Danbury still 4:52 remaining on the major penalty to Dan Weber, a legal check to the head. So the Hat-Tricks with a 5-on-4 and a golden opportunity to climb out of this 3-0 hole. Puck is down, and let's do it in period 2. Hat-Tricks defend the right net, and they operate from right to left. In the middle frame. Well, the Hat-Tricks an opportunity here to climb themselves right back in this game. Ratcliffe wheels it around on the near side, pops in front, onto the blade of Johnny Ruiz. To the back, Josh LaBelle, return Ruiz. Low left, Chase Harwell, return Ruiz left point. Straight away, Ratcliffe back to Ruiz, outer ring left circle. Through Harwell, low left, Bond lifts his stick. It's clapped along the far side. LaBelle for the Hat-Trick. Swings it near side, gave it away to Thompson. You got to be careful for the shorthanded opportunities from Binghamton. They lead the league with 15. They are also the most penalized team in the FPHL. But their PK is 3rd best in the league. The top unit still out there. It's LaBelle, Ratcliffe, Hullaby, Harwell, and Ruiz. And Danbury has just iced the puck. A minute, 1 second into the second period. Hat-Tricks ice the puck on the power play, face off in the Danbury zone. So much energy and love in the building tonight for Danbury hockey. And that first period was everything but the definition of Danbury hockey. One of the inductees, Billy McCreary, probably would not be too happy with that first period. Hattrick's trying to implement his values and coaching style into this group. Still plenty of game left. Hattrick's can get right back in it. They set up in the offensive zone. Center point, LaBelle. He shoots. Wide rebound. Swung just past the net by Harwell. Low to high feed, LaBelle. Out of the zone it goes. He fumbled the puck, brought it back in offside. Fortunately, Billy could not be here tonight. But his video played at the intermission. We had it on the broadcast as well. And if you missed it, you can find all of the inductee videos on our social media at Danbury Hattricks. 1:40 into the second period. Still plenty of time on the power play. Vasiliev bursts in far side. He'll slip it down low for Pamelayan. Banked off the end boards. Stolen and sent down the ice. So 2 minutes gone on the 5-minute Dan Weber major. A legal check to the head at 19:53 of the first period. Navigating through center, it's Kyle Gonzalez. Puck steered into the near corner. Gonzalez spinning on Dan Stone for Binghamton. They battle three aside. Puck squirts out. Harwell in front. It's Pamelayan instead on the backhand. Shoots. Save. Rebound. Score! The Hattricks are on the board. Connor Woolley bangs it home. 3-1 Black Bears. 1:2:15 into the second period. Woolley with goals in 6 of his last 9 games now, 7 during that span. They won a battle in the corner. Pamelayan dragged it across the slot, tried to stuff, was denied, and Woolley buries the rebound. His 17th goal of the year, his 5th goal in the last 6 games, and mentioned he's got 7 goals over his last 9. A power play goal for Woolley, his 3rd of the year. And the Hattrick still with 2:30 to work with on the major penalty to Weber, and it's just a 2-goal game. Low left, it's Hullaby. He'll whack it for Harwell. Closed off along the boards by Emery. Hullaby wins it. Low left, Ruiz. Give and go, Ruiz. Back to Harwell near side. Return, Ruiz. In tight quarters. Sends it to the back, LaBelle. Left circle, Ruiz. Low left, Harwell to the net, save. Rebound! It's free in the slot. Swept on goal. Egbert's got it. Taken away by Anderson, and he clears it down the ice. Hullaby crawling to grab his stick just outside the crease. Might have taken a stick up high. We play on 5-on-4. Black Bears have numbers through center. It's Kirkby, right wing, finds Thompson, and he lost the handle and goes crashing into the Hattrick's net. LaBelle and Thompson tied up. A whistle. Refs intervene. And I wonder if penalties will result. If nothing's called, still 1:38 on the Weber penalty. Hattricks are on the board for the first time in this game. Woolley from Pamelayan on the power play at 2:17. Hattricks now with power play goals in 10 of their previous 12 games. Yesterday, they're 0 for 7, snapped a 4-game stretch with at least 1 power play goal. Face off at the far dot just outside the Hattrick zone. It will be Pamelayan and Kirkby. Second unit on for Danbury's power play. Mentioned still 1:38 to go. With the man up, Hattricks have their first would love another one with the man up to make it a one-goal contest. Vasiliev zigzagging in. Hands off Frolov far side. Rolls on the dasher. It's free in the corner. Stones clear. Swept at. And Kirkby out to center. Has Thompson to his right. Bond up the gut. Kirkby left wing dropping for Thompson. Return Kirkby all the way through. It's Bond for Thompson. Wanted to fire it all the way back. Hat-tricks were in the area, so instead he'll sauce it below the goal line. Danbury possesses. It's the goal scorer Woolley. Up for Frolov through center. Vasiliev 2-on-2. Lugs it in left side. Vasiliev cuts middle. He drags. Shoots! Off the crossbar and out! Vasiliev with a rip from the top of the left circle. And he finds the iron, still 3-1 Binghamton. And Vasiliev right back in, charging in at the high slot, zigzagging through. And he's denied. Stefan from left to right. Up ahead for Mott, defending Ratcliffe. A shot stopped. Rebound, Mott save. Wrap around. Never got there. Gonzalez, stick on stick, kept it out. We've played 4.5 minutes in the second period. It's 3-1 Binghamton. Hat-trick's the most recent goal at 2:17 on the power play. Final 15 of the 5-minute major. Hat-tricks already have one. They jockey for it, far wall. Binghamton wins, and it goes all the way down the ice. You got Anderson and Hullaby jawing at each other. Meanwhile, Weber goes right out of the box. Harwell ran into him. Outlet pass through Ruiz onto the stick of Jesse Anderson for the Black Bears. Trickles out to center. LaBelle up ahead for Hullaby. Trampolines off his stick. And instead, it's Anthony Bernardo. Puck has sailed into the hat-trick zone. Physicality has certainly picked up in this second period as both teams are going after each other. Woolley's left glove came off. Poirier leading Ramakers at neutral ice, dispossessed by Harwell. The headband pass behind him. Here's Bernardo over the blue line. Slap shot blocked, trickles on goal, and McCullum plays it to the far corner. Loose puck, Harwell hops on it. He's pestered. Finds Bedard up the far boards, just out of the zone. The dump in, hit off of Woolley. At center, Frolov for Woolley. Left wing over the blue line. He'll drop. Anderson shoots. Stick saved by Egbert. He lost it. He'll pick it back up as the Black Bears try to escape the zone. Kirkby with Bedard defending. Up the left side. It's swiped off his stick. Gonzalez shielding Kirkby from the puck in the right corner. Angled off the boards out to center. It's Stone. Elevated for Oliveri. Off his stick, and Newberg reverses course for Danbury. Outlet pass, too hot for Frolov to handle. Stone backtracking off the glove of Anderson back into Binghamton territory. Both teams make changes with 6.5 minutes erased in the second period. Hat-tricks are on the board. It's 3-1 Binghamton on the 5th annual Danbury Hockey Alumni Night. Newberg, outlet pass, has Ratcliffe, and he was impeded at the blue line. Black Bears the other way. Stefan right circle, shoots over the crossbar. Left point, Oliveri to the right side. It's Stone tiptoeing the line. Wrister sails high. Oliveri there to greet it. Rolling puck. Kept in by Bond, barely on the blue line. Getting there first for the hat-tricks is Gregg. Ratcliffe to the far side. Chase Harwell. Rolling puck, right point. It's dropped off. Here's Gregg, pounding it down low. Ruiz up the wall. It's stopped at the left point, but the hat-tricks force it out of the zone. Clark weaving middle, gives off near side. A wrister score! Nick Swain at the right circle, picked his spot, top left corner, and the Black Bears retake the 3-goal lead with 12:24 to play, second period. Nick Swain with a BB over the right shoulder of McCullum, his 4th goal in his 5th game with the Black Bears this year. Hat-tricks right into the zone. A pass from far to near side, and Swain hits the target. 4-1 Black Bears. This is not the spot you want to be in if you're the Hat-Tricks, trailing Binghamton, a team that's lost just 6 games all year. Good news, though, for the Hat-Tricks. They've beaten them twice out of the 6 total, but they haven't really trailed in any of those games, at least by a 3-goal margin. Hat-Tricks dominated the Black Bears 7-4 back in November. And then they beat them in a shootout on the 2nd of November. So 2 wins in November for the Hat-Tricks, that's it. Here's Chris Mott, left wing. He stops, shoots, saved by McCullum. Off him, off the post. And then the whistle blows as the net is off the pegs. Well, the Hat-Tricks get on the board, Woolley at 217, but it doesn't last long. Nick Swain makes it 4-1 Binghamton, 11:41 remaining second period. Here's another member of the class of 2025.
For me to fully share how I feel about being part of the Danbury Ring of Honor, it means having to tell my story about being with the Danbury Trashers. And honestly, we don't have enough time for that. But in a word, it means everything to me. To be a part of Danbury's first pro sports team with the Trashers was simply an amazing experience. More than 20 years ago, Jimmy and AJ Galante brought me on board to broadcast the games and to run media relations. And to this day, more than 20 years later, if you ask me about what were the 2 most fun years of working in pro sports, well, it was my 2 years with the Danbury Trashers. Why? Well, because Jimmy and AJ treated this organization like part of their family. And that's not something you see in sports very often. Thank you, Jimmy and AJ, for bringing me into the organization. Just a great family. And that extends down to the fans that came out and supported the Trashers for 2 years. And quite frankly, they still support the teams in this town with the Hat-Tricks, with Spice City FC. More than 20 years later, you guys are the best. The best fans in minor league hockey still come from Section 102. I really believe that. And because of everything, I get to tell people that Danbury, Connecticut is a pro sports town. It's a story that I love to share with anyone here in the state of Connecticut, hoping they come out to see a Hat-Tricks game or a Spice City FC game. Thank you all so much. I'm just so excited to be a part of this Danbury Ring of Honor. Thank you.
Each team with 1 goal in this second period. The Black Bears up 3. It's 4-1, 11:41 remaining in the middle frame. Hat-Tricks got some life, a power play goal from Woolley, but Swain put the Black Bears back up by 3. They're looking for more, and a glove save by McCullum. He robbed Tyson Kirkby point blank in the slot. Unbelievable stop again. It was Oliveri near wall, sauced one into the middle to the blade of Kirkby, and he's robbed by McCullum, who keeps this a 3-goal game. Black Bears already have 30 shots on net. Last night, Binghamton put up 48 on goal in that 6-3 Black Bears win. Off the D-zone face-off, LaBelle controls on the right corner. Ruiz swings it around the kick plate, kept left point, Jesse Anderson. His wrist shot floats wide left. Austin Thompson slipping it into the corner, past Kirkby, one-handed along by Harwell, and the Hat-Tricks break out. Ratcliffe, right wing. Throws middle, Bedard was there, but Kirkby read it, stole it, and sends it into the right corner Hat-Trick zone. Oliveri got there, McCullum played it dangerously, but out to center it goes. It's Anderson behind the Binghamton net. Both teams making some changes as we approach the midway point of the second period. It's 4-1 Binghamton as they've controlled really from the onset. Black Bears offside. Oliveri on the far side of the ice, a step ahead.
That guy is a sergeant in the Danbury Police Force. It's going to be John Krupinski. His video is coming up. I'm going to pick another finalist for the fire pit.
Tonight we're also giving away a free fire pit from Best in Backyards. Last I checked, we had Over 100 applications. All you had to do was buy a ticket to this game, register yourself online, and tonight we're giving away a free fire pit. And ironically, today the nicest day of the year in recent memory for sure. 70 degrees, sunny in the morning, a little bit of rain though in the afternoon as spring begins to turn. Well, the Hat-Tricks are trying to turn this game around. Hat-Tricks brought the puck in offside. Frolov on the right side of the blue line, and then he had a stand-up hit as he knocked Emerson Emery down. 4-1 Black Bears, 9:51 to play, second period here in Danbury.
Hi, Johnny Kopinski here. I'd like to thank each and every one of you that have made this evening possible. Starting out with the fans. It's been said we have the greatest fans in minor league sports. I disagree with that. I think we have the greatest fans in any league, in any sport. To the ownerships, AJ and Jimmy Galante, nobody'd be standing in this building tonight if it weren't for you, including me. So thank you for bringing hockey to Danbury. Alan Friedman, Bruce Bennett and family, Bill and Jim Diamond, who have always had my back. I thank you all. It's been a pleasure to work for you. And the coaches whom I've worked under, Dave McIsaac and Dave Montero, David Lunn, Phil Esposito, who brought me a championship, Billy McCreary, who brought me a championship, and now Johnny, Gonzo, and Voidy. I thank each and every one of you that have assisted me in this journey. Thank you so much. But lastly, if it weren't for Herm Sorcher, none of this would have happened. Herm, I love you. You have made all of this possible for all these years, and I thank you for everything, sir. And to my family and wife, who have shared me for 23 years, 6 months a year for every weekend, I thank you for those sacrifices. I love you, Rose. Thank you all. God bless.
Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. John Krapinski, one of the 6 members of the class of 2025. Ring of Honor. His video playing on the board right as you were hearing and seeing it on our broadcast. He is back behind the bench tonight, assistant coach for the Danbury Hat-Tricks, who trail the Black Bears 4-1, just past the midway point, 9:51 left in the second. It was once 3-0, 3-1, now 4-1. A right circle shot fought off by Egbert. It's Vasiliev for Frolov, right corner. To the back. Center point, Woolley to the near side. Pamelayan has room. Drag, shoot, save by Egbert with the blocker. Out to the right point, Dimitri Christou. A stick is broken in a high slot. It belongs to a Black Bear, Kyle Steffen. Meanwhile, Nick Poirier will shovel it through center as it wobbles back into the Danbury territory. Christou softly off the far wall. Vasiliev shielding, giving off for Woolley. Storming in right wing, he shoots, save Egbert, rebound free, and then covered with the glove. And now Sirota, Hullaby, Woolley, all meeting up in front of Egbert. Joining late was Vasiliev, so you had the 3 Hat-Tricks. And then the Black Bears also chiming in. Black Bears doubling up the Hat-Tricks in shots. Binghamton with 30. And they lead 4-0. 4-1 rather. They led 3-0 after 1. Then we had the ceremony at the intermission. Hat-Tricks had a 5-minute major power play carried over from the first. They scored once, Woolley at 2:17, but Nick Swain at 7:36 reinstalled the 3-goal Binghamton advantage. Binghamton team that has already clinched the league. They have home ice throughout the playoffs. Hat-Tricks just 6 points up on third place, Port Huron. Black Bears win the defensive zone faceoff out to center. Hat-Tricks right back in. Newberg behind the net. Sauces for Anderson to the back. A shot blocked to the far wall. Newberg to the right point. Gonzalez near side. Hullaby. He's in the left corner now. Fanned on the pass. Stone impeded him. It's Romakers over the red, over the blue, sliding for Stone. Defended well by Brendan Gregg. And a slap shot from Sirona over the crossbar. And the puck trickles out to center. Bond led into the zone, gives off for Bernardo. Both teams swiping at the puck. It's Bond, left circle in front, stopped by McCullum. Puck never left the ice, and Newberg whacks it all the way down, turns into an icing.
Fans, we got our fourth finalist for the Best in Backyards Fire Pit.
Brendan Gregg from Bolton, Ontario, Canada. Played 5 seasons with the Bradford Bulls of the GMHL. 80 games, 41 points, and this year he was the captain of the team. 22 points in 24 games played. Wears number 25 tonight. Not sure if that will stick for the remainder of the year, but hat-tricks in the Trashers-themed jerseys have just one other number change. Dimitri Christou goes from 96 to 28 in this one. Loose puck, far blue line. There goes Gonzalez, shot out of a cannon. Up right wing, Gonzalez dropping Anderson, backhander, saved by Egbert with the glove. Forehand, backhand. Anderson tried to lift it over Egbert, and he got the mid on it. Keeps it 4-1 Binghamton. What an opportunity for Danbury. All started by the hustle from Kyle Gonzalez. Ratcliffe banks it to a vacant left wing. It's Tyson Kirkby for Binghamton. Dan Weber through center. Knocked down Harwell and batted into Danbury end. LaBelle will leave it for Bedard. Kept it moving, far side wall. Out to center it goes, and Weber softly for Kirkby, who's rubbed out of the play by Bedard. Here's Ratcliffe storming in. Gives for Ruiz, centering pass, pops in the air. Bedard right point to the far corner. Harwell on goal save. Rebound tapped on. Saved by Egbert. He's got it covered. And after the whistle, Ratcliffe took a hard slash to the leg. He was looking for a free puck. And Ratcliffe passing through took a chop to the leg by Austin Thompson. As Egbert grabbed the puck with his blocker, his stick was laying on the ground outside the crease. Hat-trick's top line on. Harwell, Ruiz, and Ratcliffe. LaBelle and Bedard on the blue line. Binghamton changing their forwards. Swain, Clark, and Steffen step on with Weber and Anderson on the back end. Left circle draw. It's Steffen and Ruiz. Hat-trick's trailing by 3 with 7 to go, second period. They win it. LaBelle left point. They'll filter it below the goal line. Ratcliffe rubbed out by Weber. He lost his twig. Hat-tricks keep it alive. Center point Bedard shoots, blocked by a kneeling Clark. But Bedard pounds it behind the net. Harwell to the left point, LaBelle. Far side, Bedard shoots. Glove stop from Egbert. No traffic in front as Anderson had Ratcliffe tied up.
With just a few minutes to go in the second period, we're going to bring you out to the ice.
Hat-tricks felt they played an okay game yesterday. Too many mistakes, though, and turnovers at neutral ice. Can't give a team like Binghamton really any opportunities that aren't earned, because they will burn you. They burned the Hat-tricks a couple times here tonight, and they lead 4-1. 31 shots on goal. Just past a little less than 7 minutes to go in this period. Here's Swain, area pass through Emery, out the far side, Steffen. They'll pump it down low, Clark. He throws middle, taken away by Frolov. And he'll clank it off the far glass before it's shot right back in. Right corner, Bedard. Across for LaBelle, who chugs the legs, throws one through everyone. A race, Vasiliev wins it. He beats Poirier to it. The lefty on his forehand, over skates in the far corner, trying to win the puck. 1-on-3, Frolov helps him out. Low to high feed, far point, LaBelle shoots, blocker save, Egbert pops over the top. Emery below the goal line, cross ice dangerously, but Clark ramps it out to center. Wobbling puck, skated into by Swain, left wing. He'll veer middle, lost the handle, and the puck spits on goal for a McCullum cover. Not much doing for the Hat-tricks offensively. It was Corey Anderson who was stonewalled by Egbert a couple of moments ago, but Binghamton, a veteran team, a smart group, they're content to get the red line, shoot in, and race after it. Limit the mistakes. Hat-tricks will likely start to give up a couple of dangerous opportunities just in an effort to press and get this game back within 2, maybe 1, and even try and tie it up. Off the D-zone draw, Hat-tricks transition right to left. They forfeit possession. It's Dakota Bond behind the Black Bears net. 5.5 the reading on the clock. Black Bears up by 3. Dan Stone weaves in left side. Snow showers on Christou. It's Mott turning and shooting from the far wall wide. Anderson tried to shovel it out to center. Ramakers got there. Anderson whacked it down. It's rolling over the line, icing. A lot of energy in the building at the puck drop. Black Bears really suffocated that in the first period. Hat-tricks inched a bit closer early in this frame. Power play goal from Woolley at 2:17, but Sween bumped the lead back up to 3. Far circle face-off hat-trick zone. It's Pamelaine to the near wall. Anderson. Hullaby does get the red line and pounds it in. Hat-tricks get a change following the icing as we're under 5 left in the second. High pass over the stick of Sirota. It's dumped right back into Binghamton territory. Sirota and Greig whacking at each other. Sirota left corner, up ahead for Mott. Wins possession. Carries through center, right side red line, into the zone. Gonzalez tried to whack at it with the glove. It's Stone. Far half wall, Mott climbs it, then slips it down low. Ramakers battling with Gonzalez. Mott, the righty, on his backhand, turns right circle fan on the shot with Ruiz in his hit. Ramakers wins a battle against Gonzalez. Low to high feed, Bond winds, fakes, now drags, shoots, saved by McCullum as he walked in near the left circle. Long outlet, Hat-tricks have a 2-on-1. Ruiz right side with Harwell. Harwell left side, waiting, waits, backhander wide. Waited a little too long and then had no angle. Ruiz on net. Pad saved by Egbert. Egbert just outlasted him. Here goes Bond the other way. He tried to slide one through for a cutting Tupson, knocked away by Bedard. Loose puck in the far corner. We approach 3:30 in the second. 4-1 Binghamton. Hat-tricks understand the importance of opportunities like that. They don't get a shot on goal on a 2-on-1 with 2 of their best players breaking in offensively. 4-1 Black Bears, final media timeout of the second period. 3:21 on the clock. Stay with us on the Hat-tricks Digital Network.
When legal matters arise, trust Chipman, Mizuko, and Emerson. Expert legal guidance for businesses and individuals. Your case matters. Let us help you with personalized professional service. Keep your car running smoothly with Dowler Garage. From maintenance to repairs, trust our experts to get the job done right. Visit Dowler Garage in New Preston today. Service you can depend on. When disaster strikes, Paul Davis is here to help. From fire and water damage to mold removal, we provide fast and reliable restoration services. Paul Davis, restoring your peace of mind. Need tickets? TicketSmarter makes it easy to find and buy tickets for concert, sports, and more. Visit TicketSmarter.com today and get the best seats in the house. Frustrated with your business's sluggish tech? Advanced Computer Technologies is here to help. From IT solutions to cybersecurity, we've got you covered. Call us today and keep your business tech on track towards the future.
Back inside the Danbury Ice Arena, Saturday Night Hockey 5th Annual Alumni Night, honoring the Danbury hockey legends. 6 new members into the Ring of Honor, and so far, a bit of a deflating contest. Hat-tricks trail the Black Bears 4-1. Late stages of the second period, we're under 3.5 to play. 32-17 the shots favoring the visitors. Binghamton going for the weekend sweep. A team that has lost just one game in their last 25. Just 6 games all year, 2 to the Hat-tricks. Kirkby wills it out to center, finds a streaking Weber, right side, shoots, save by McCullum under the right arm. Sometimes shots on goal really don't tell the whole story, but tonight it's been a little bit of an onslaught. Hat-tricks have had their chances. Egbert has stood tall, and McCullum has been sharp, but it was very similar last night. The Black Bears just picked their spot, and they really just don't miss it. Under the bar more often than not. Hat-tricks break in left side. Vasiliev tripped by Weber. He drew a penalty. It's touched up in the left corner, and the Hat-tricks will get a late period power play. Opportunity to cut the deficit to 2. Dan Weber off for tripping. Got the skates of Vasiliev. Danbury's only goal is on the power play. Mentioned the unit has struck in 10 of the last 12 games. But just 4 power play goals against the Black Bears this season in 9 games a period and almost through the second here. Hat-trick set up, right point LaBelle, cross ice, knocked away by Thompson, who steals it and clears it. Top unit out there, LaBelle orchestrates from right to left. Far wall neutral zone, Ratcliffe's send-in was denied and sent right back out. Hat-tricks will go 200 feet. Chugging the legs left side of Tarwell, he'll sling it to the far side, Ratcliffe. Drop for Ruiz, outer ring right circle, he leaves it. It's a 3-on-1 for Binghamton, shorthanded. Steffen, left wing, drags, drops, shot, Bernardo save, rebound, McCullum's down, Bud, shot blocked in the crease. McCullum made 2 saves. The Hat-tricks defense made the 3rd. It's still 4-1 Binghamton. Danbury with a minute to work with on the power play after a miscommunication on a drop pass. Led to a 3-on-1 shorthanded. Here's Vasiliev around the D to the net. Vasiliev stop, rebound, poked at. It's under. Egbert whistle blows with the net off. And they get a penalty, slashing the call as Vasiliev is feeling the effects. Face first down in the left corner. He was hacked on the hands. Hat-tricks are lucky this game is still 4-1. McCullum, 1 save, 2 saves, and then the 3rd save from Dylan Hullaby, who was in the crease. Looks like Vasiliev's okay. He gets back up to his skates and a wander back to the bench. He'll stay on with Ratcliffe, LaBelle, Ruiz, and Harwell. It's a 5-on-3 for 46 seconds. If Danbury wants to come back in this game, they just simply cannot squander opportunities like this. They scored once at a 5-minute major at the start of the second period. Then they allowed a goal 5-on-5 about 5 minutes later. Here they've got this 5-on-3, 1:28 to go in the second period. They're down 3. Right circle face-off, they win it. Near side, LaBelle, outer ring left circle. Low left, Vasiliev, back to LaBelle, he clapped it over the net. Rims around far side, Ruiz had hopped his stick twice and out of the zone. Hat-tricks tag up. LaBelle dropping Vasiliev. Cuts middle, gives off Ruiz. Left circle, LaBelle. Down low, Vasiliev. LaBelle for Ruiz. Far side, Ratcliffe. Around the net, Vasiliev. Back the other way, Bond stole it. Clear attempt, batted out of the air by Ruiz. Keeps it alive, under a minute left in the period. 5-on-3 for 10 seconds. A pass for LaBelle, tipped by Stone. Right circle, Ruiz, back to LaBelle, winds, fires, blocked by Stone, into the netting. Hat-tricks just can't find the lanes on this power play. 2 seconds left on the 5-on-3, then Weber is released. Mentioned Binghamton leads the league in shorties with 15. Got to watch Weber out of the box. Just 44.5 on the clock, 4-1 Binghamton. Face off at the near circle, it's Kirkby against Harwell. Binghamton wins it. Bond will sail it out of the zone. There's Weber out of the box. McCullum thought about it, he retreats, and a shot from Weber stopped with the pad by McCullum. McCullum read it all the way, and Weber got the alley-oop pass from Bond and was stopped. Final 25 of the period. It's a 5-on-4 now for the Hat-Tricks, 50 seconds. Ratcliffe, low to high, right point, LaBelle. Center cut, Woolley shoots, blocker save, Egbert. Springs to the near side, Vasiliev. Shimmy shakes his check, double team, pass to the back, kept in Ratcliffe. Drops, Woolley, fan on the shot, center point. Has it back into the middle, Vasiliev turns. Had his stick lifted and the period's over. Some frustration for the Hat-Tricks at the end of that period. They had a 5-on-3. Did not capitalize. Instead, Binghamton probably had the best opportunity. They had a 3-on-1 shorthanded. McCullum made 2 saves. Hullaby stopped the 3rd chance. Hat-Tricks will still have 31 seconds of power play time carry over into the 3rd, but they face a 3-goal deficit at the break. Shots 36-22. Emerson Emery will start the period in the penalty box for the Black Bears. He's in there for slashing. And Danbury.
All best in backyard stylists, please come down to the penalty box.
Struggling a bit in the second game of this weekend set. Down by 3. And we'll have our TK center ice shot, followed by our Todd Maserati of Alfa Romeo chuck a puck. Score is 4-1 here in Danbury. Looks like I must have hit a number incorrectly. Sorry about that, folks.
All right, we've got all the contestants.
Now we've got our shot at center.
Here we go. Everyone come on out to center ice.
We got a lot of contestants here tonight. And we'll let Herm Sorcher narrate for a little bit as we get some shots off.
Hey fans, let me introduce a guy here with a great story. He was a youngster here learning how to play hockey. I don't think he was any good. But then he went and started playing high school hockey. Got really good, started playing junior hockey in the NA3. Now he turned himself into a college hockey player. How about a hand for Timmy Hayden over there on our ice crew? Real proud of you, Timmy. Good to see you here, bro. Fans, you guys having a good time tonight? Yes, all right. Well, I get it. All right, look. Best in Backyards is here tonight. I've got Bob Melvin. How you doing, Bob? What's going on? All right, look. Best in Backyards has been running a promotion with us all season. We've been signing up individuals who can win a $1,500 fire pit. It's an amazing item. Tell me a little bit about it.
It's basically a stone fireplace. It's round, very good quality.
Good quality. I like it. If you want something good quality.
So before the center ice shot, we're going to give away the free fire pit courtesy of Best in Backyards in Danbury, a $1,500 value.
It was excellent and good. Right now, excellent and good.
And now the winner will be announced. We've been running this promotion all season, waiting to award a winner.
Why don't you guys line up? Nice straight line.
And those are all of the contestants who had their names called as potential winners throughout the night. And now, out of the top hat, who will win the fire pit?
Hold on, where's Russ? Hold on, don't read that yet. Where's Russ? Alicia, where's Russ? All right, Russ is here. I don't see him out here. Let's see the name. Wow. I got it.
Who's the winner?
You want to say the name? Emmanuel Schweer, you won the fire pit. How about that?
There we go.
Hey, congratulations to everybody.
The winner of the fire pit. Good for her. That'll be a nice addition to the backyard.
All right, fans, we're going to get set up for Chuck Puck.
Mentioned
Very exciting times here in the Danbury Ice Arena.
that it was a nice day here in Danbury for the majority before the rain started coming in. So we bypassed the TK's center ice shot. And unfortunate for our viewers tonight, I forgot my Chuck-a-Puck bag up in the office. I apologize to the devoted fans who enjoy our Chuck-a-Buck fun at the intermission. I have nothing to offer tonight at the intermission. You can watch though. I mean, nobody has tossed a puck into the top hat quite yet. Opportunities for TVs, jerseys, flat screen, Xbox, nobody yet. We get multiple winners typically in the trash can, which is still used today to honor the Danbury Trashers, who this year celebrate 20 years. Played from 04 to 06. The Danbury Trashers, led by AJ and Jim Galante, who were honored today at the first intermission. Always a big part of Danbury Hockey Alumni Night. Two Trashers going into the Ring of Honor tonight. Sly Daigle, the goaltender, and Phil Jubileo, the team's broadcaster. Interestingly enough for Phil, he actually calls the games for Spice City FC, the indoor soccer team that plays here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Also had the chance to call Quinnipiac's big run, the men's hockey team last year. Brilliant broadcaster, honored tonight. You've heard from all the inductees on the broadcast throughout the night. If you missed any of it, you can find the videos on our social media, our Facebook and our Instagram at Danbury Hattricks.
That's crazy. Nobody wins the TV. Nobody won the TV.
Among a lot of other content put together by our spectacular interns who race around and continue to deliver on a nightly basis. Lexi, Wyatt, Jane, Bella, Megan,
I'm going to come up there and meet you. I'd like to meet you.
Matt.
Win the jersey? No. Let's see.
They all do a wonderful job putting out Hattricks content. So we got two winners for the Chuck-a-Puck tonight.
Your winners. Let's see who won the Xbox.
Hattricks will have an abbreviated power play to start the third period. 31 ticks on it when we press play, but there were a lot of Chuck-a-Pucks out there. Typically when the stands are full, the pucks come out in bunches. And we only had 2 wins. Unbelievable. Bruce Bennett and family were in attendance here tonight, former ownership group of the Danbury Titans, and of course the owner of Todd Maserati. They'll clean up the pucks. Hattricks trying to clean up their play when the third period begins. Now it's a 3-goal hole against the top team in the FPHL. Hattricks, similar to last night, trail into the third period. They are 4-12-1 when entering the third period down. 3 of those wins have come past regulation. Hattricks trying to avoid their second consecutive loss to the hands of the Black Bears. Binghamton, on the other hand, is trying to extend its winning streak to 6 and make it 25 wins in its past 26 games. Just remarkable stuff as they storm right into the Commissioner's Cup playoffs, which begin a couple weeks from yesterday. Now we'll have our wild card round happening the week of April 13th, and then the 1v4 2 versus 3 matchups get going most likely on the 18th. That's a Friday night, and if you want to start pre-planning, it'll be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, 18, 19, and potentially 20, which is Easter Sunday, for anybody wondering. Before we hit a break, let's check in on some of the scores around the FPHL. And the most enticing game for Hattricks fans involves the Port Huron Prowlers and the Motor City Rockers. The Prowlers pounded the Rockers 10-3 yesterday, and they lead 7. They won the game. I'm sorry, it's over. They started at 6 o'clock. The game is over, and the Prowlers right now are just 3 points back of the Hattricks for second place in the Empire. Port Huron, again, beats up on Motor City 7-4. The final score, the Prowlers with 5 straight goals to start the game. They scored 7 unanswered yesterday. So it was 5-0 Prowlers. The closest that the Rockers got was 6-2 and then 7-3. 7-4, though, was the final. Really had no shot, despite scoring the final 2 goals of the game. And the Rockers not helping the Hattricks and really not helping their own playoff positioning. And as for the Prowlers, they continue their win streak. They bump it to 9 straight games now for the Port Huron Prowlers, as they are humming right on the backs of the Hattricks, who, if they don't muster any points tonight, will have just a 3-point lead on Port Huron going into next weekend, where the Hattricks will square off with the Mississippi Seawolves down in Biloxi, Mississippi. We will be on the call for those games. I believe those are some later starts in Mississippi coming up. It'll be an 8 o'clock Eastern on Friday the 4th, 7 o'clock on the 5th. And then the Hattricks wrap up the regular season in Binghamton on the 11th and home against the Wolves on the 12th. You're going to want to be here for Fan Appreciation Night on the 12th. We'll announce our 2025 team awards. Also, at that point, the FPHL awards will be handed out as well. So everything winding down as we approach the 2025 Commissioner's Cup playoffs. Well, the Hattricks in a 3-goal hole against the Black Bears. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of the third period. While we have a moment, let's hear from Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Protect your investments with Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. Whether it's outdoor furniture, boats, or your outdoor kitchen, we've got you covered. Literally, at Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut, we specialize in expert shrink wrapping to safeguard your valuable items from harsh weather, dirt, and damage. We wrap anything, no job is too big or too small. We're your trusted local choice for professional shrink wrapping services. Call us today at 203-791-9317 and let us help you protect what matters most. Shrink Wrappers of Connecticut. We wrap it, you relax. Doug Latuca back with you here in the Danbury Ice Arena. And the Hat-Tricks down 4-1. We'll hit a break and then rejoin you for the start of the third period. Hat-Tricks looking for some magic and a comeback on Alumni Night. Stay with us on the Hat-Tricks Digital Network.
Hat-Tricks fans, get ready for your next fishing adventure with Candlewood Bait and Tackle. Everything you need from live bait to top quality gear. Visit us today and reel in the big one. Need a coffee fix? Cash and Live Coffee Creations has your favorite lattes, cold brews, and more. Made fresh, just for you. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where coffee meets creativity. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. The Danbury Parking Authority reminds you to park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game.
Well, it's gut check time for the Hat-Tricks. Third period on the horizon. Hat-Tricks trailing the Black Bears 4-1. They've got 31 seconds. Carrying over on the Emerson Emery slashing call, which occurred at 18:32. Doug Latuco with you the rest of the way tonight. Hat-Tricks trying to stage a comeback for the second consecutive night. They trailed the Black Bears 3-2 yesterday entering the third period, and tonight they face a 3-goal deficit. At the intermission, it's Lexi Berkey with Dylan Hullaby.
After 2 periods, I'm here with Dylan Hullaby. Dylan, you guys are wearing some special Trashers jerseys tonight. What does it mean to you to play in that themed uniform?
I mean, it's just a lot of pride that goes with it. We were talking about legacy in the locker room and just what this town holds and like what this jersey means to us in the community. So just kind of having that backing us is pretty cool.
And going back to the game, what did you see from the team in those first 2 periods?
I think that when we outwork them and we just push hard, that we're a better team, and we know that we're the better team, and we just got to keep along with the game plan. I think it'll start clicking for us here soon.
All right, thank you and good luck.
Yeah, thank you.
Play with some pride for the Danbury Hat-Tricks here tonight, wearing the Trashers-inspired checkerboard jerseys. Down by 3, still an opportunity to claw their way back in the game. 5-on-4 power play for 31 seconds. Center ice face-off, and we're off and running in period 3. Hat-Tricks defend the left net. It's Connor McCullum, who tonight has stopped 32 of 36 shots. Nolan Egbert in the other cage, 21 for 22. Hat-Trick's only goal coming from Connor Woolley, who zigzags through center on his pocket picked. It's Tyson Kirkby saucing it to the middle, intercepted by Josh LaBelle, who got back on defense. LaBelle is out there with Gonzalez as the Hat-Tricks making changes on their power play unit. Out of the box is Emerson Emery, and the Hat-Tricks unsuccessful on the power play, but Binghamton ices the puck. Tonight, 5th annual Alumni Night, as we inducted 6 new members into the Danbury Hockey Ring of Honor. We want to thank you so much for joining us. This game, 52 of 56 in a regular season. The second to last home game of the year for Danbury before the playoffs. They win an O-zone draw, low to high feed, left point. Bedard shoots over the crossbar. Egbert might have got a piece, kept in right point. LaBelle down low, Ruiz dragging, shooting, blocked by a sliding Stone, who recovered. Bonnet his pocket picked by Ruiz, centering pass taken away by Kirkby and steered out to center. A minute melted off third period, it's 4-1 Binghamton. Hat-Tricks dressing just 9 forwards and 6 defensemen following the suspension of Noah Robinson. He's out 6 games starting tonight. He'll miss game 1 of the playoffs. Streaking in Swain, right wing, evades the hip check of LaBelle. It's Bedard shoveling off the far wall, knocked down Weber, near side. Swain shoots, saved by McCullum. He juggled it, then covers. 1:29 gone by here in the third. It's 4-1 Binghamton. Want to give a quick shout out to one of our listeners tonight, Chet Anderson, the uncle of Corey Anderson. Thank you for tuning in here tonight. Hope you're feeling better and enjoying some Danbury Hat-Tricks hockey. Tuning in all the way from California, where Corey Anderson, of course, is from. Anderson, after that 2-year absence from pro hockey, back with the Hat-Tricks, 27 points, 44 games, including here tonight. Frolov steals the puck at center, right side of the blue line. He'll burrow in, backhander save, Egbert, rebound, Frolov puts in front, and it's stolen away by Swain. Swain lugs it in right side, banks off the far wall, Steffen tossing it into the middle, deflected by Pamelayan and glove down. He's out there with Dimitri Christou, who corrals near corner D-zone. Up the near wall, dances around Ramakers. Christou joined by Frolov, centering pass. Overskated. Here's Cam Clark from right to left. Outer ring right circle, drops for Ramakers, dragging in the far corner. He'll wheel it around near side. Emery at the left point. He'll flutter it in front. Here's Bernardo. His shot stopped by McCullum. Puck went off the near corner, grazed off the left post, maybe off the right skate of McCullum. Then all alone in the slot, it was Anthony Bernardo who snapped it off the blocker of McCullum. This game remains 4-1. Binghamton in the lead. McCullum has had a couple A+ stops in this game. He's made 35 saves against 39 shots. Black Bears scored the game's opening 3 goals in the first. Hattricks cut it to 3-1 early in the second on the power play, but Black Bears regained their 3-goal cushion about 5 minutes after. Puck is redirected in, icing waved, and Nick Poirier parked behind the Binghamton cage. He'll give off near corner, long outlet through to Thompson. Up left wing, Gonzalez had his stick snap in half. He goes to the bench for a new twig. Around the boards, Frolov out to neutral ice. Fell down, got back up, takes the puck, goes around Stone. Bond comes over. Frolov collides with Bond, who stepped up. Near side boards Bedard. The lead Vasiliev, right side of the blue line. He'll curl back, dish it into the right corner. Frolov and Bond collide. Bond shoved by Frolov. Free puck, near side Vasiliev, sliding it into the corner. Woolley, he shoots, saved by Egbert, pops in the air, off the netting. And the whistle halts play. 3:59 into the third period. Black Bears 4 and the Hattricks 1. They'll square up at the right circle. It's Kirkby against Woolley. Again, no Gleb Van Durken for the second consecutive night for the Hattricks. Their leader in points and goals coming in. Dealing with an illness. Off the draw, far side, it's Vasiliev in the corner. He's hemmed in, and the puck springs out for Kirkby. Right up the gut, gives off right side, Thompson into the middle. Kirkby missed the tap. Near the right post, Bedard outlets Vasiliev, springs off his stick. Bond filters in, but the lead Vasiliev, charging in left wing Ozone. Vasiliev waits, shoots, scores! Alexander Vasiliev, pinpoint inside the left post. It's a 2-goal game, 4-2 Black Bears. About 4.5 minutes into the third period, the Hattricks have a pulse. Vasiliev at the end of his shift was pounding his stick, calling for it, left side of the blue line. He zigzagged into the high slot, and he rips it past the blocker of Egbert. And the deficit just 2, and a lot of time on that clock. Hullaby charging in right side. He'll float it below the goal line. Dan Weber for the Black Bears. Around the stick check of Hullaby. Evacuates the zone. Gains the Hattricks line. Weber wide left. Clark banks it off the back of the cage. Christou for Pamelayan, and back to Christou, who's directly behind Connor McCullum. Vasiliev, his 11th goal of the year. He's got 5 goals over his last 5 games. He scored last night against the Black Bears as well. Free puck in the far corner, Newberg. Toss swing to the ice. Right corner, Clark kisses it off the glass. Gonzalez tried to pitch it back in. A collision at center, Stefan is down. He's hobbled over and glides to the bench for a change. Meanwhile, puck is banked off the far wall. Ruiz, around a couple, Ruiz slicing in. He was turned away, and it's rainbowed out to center ice. Free puck at center, and it's played back for Greig. He gave it away. Here's Mott, left circle, looking, shoots. He whipped it wide. Harwell collects far half wall D zone. Tape to tape Gonzalez at neutral ice. He'll filter in, go to the bench for a change. Icing waived. A little more than 6 minutes erased here in the third period. Hat-tricks have some life. Vasiliev at 4:32 beat Egbert clean on a wrister from the slot. Black Bears keep left point. Emery shot juggled, and the second one stopped. Sirota denied by McCullum and tight. Hat-tricks the other way. Frolov right wing. He shoots, fluttered on, kicked out by Egbert. Frolov low left into the middle. Juggling puck. Out to center it goes. Josh LaBelle reorganizes for the Hat-tricks left to right. Onto the blade of Woolley. He's closed off in front of the Binghamton bench. Hat-tricks pry it free. Up for the goal scorer, Vasiliev. He'll drop LaBelle. Left circle. He shoots. It was a shot pass. Connects with Vasiliev, who wheels up top. High slot, Vasiliev. Head fake. Waits. Passes inside. It's Bedard. Shot blocked. Down on his knee was Emery. In open cage, Vasiliev found Bedard near the right circle. And this game remains 4-2. Hat-trick starting to find their footing with 12:33 to go here in the third period.
Craving breakfast all day? Come to IHOP for pancakes, omelets, and more any time of the day. Visit your local IHOP today because breakfast is always a good idea. Kick back and relax with a cold beer from Housatonic River Brewing. Craft brews made locally with love. Visit our tap room today. Housatonic River Brewing, where great beer meets great company. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Ready for your dream getaway? Let Dream Vacations plan the perfect trip for you. From cruises to tropical resorts, we make travel easy. Call today and start packing for your dream vacation. Start your morning right with Grounds Donut House. Delicious donuts, fresh coffee, and local charm. Visit us today for a sweet start to your day. Grounds Donut House, where every bite is a delight. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. Need quality dental care? Aspen Dental makes it easy to get the smile you deserve. Affordable, reliable, and convenient. Call now to schedule your appointment at Aspen Dental, where we bring smiles to life.
Welcome back inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Doug Latuca with you. 12:33 to play in regulation, and the Hat-tricks have cut into the Binghamton lead. It's 4-2, thanks to Alexander Vasiliev's 11th goal of the year at 4:32. He's now riding a 5-game point streak. 6 goals in his last 9 games. Right circle draw, Binghamton zone, Hat-tricks win. LaBelle, left point, shoots, engulfed by Egbert at the top of the crease. So another O-zone draw coming for the Hat-tricks. They have Newberg, Hullaby, and Anderson up front. LaBelle and Bedard man the back. 41-28 the shots favoring the Black Bears. They lead 4-2. Face off now at the far circle, and this time the visitors win it. And the long outlet through center tips off the stick of Thompson, retrieved by LaBelle for the Hat-tricks. Danbury with about 12 minutes to stage a comeback here. Entered the period down by 3. 3-0, 4-1. Now it's 4-2. McCullum out of the net. Connects with LaBelle, who stations behind the cage. Pressured by Oliveri. Deeks out of trouble. Passes to Ratcliffe, far wall. He'll wheel in. Back forward, Anderson chopping. Left it for Oliveri, gave it away. Harwell throws in front, looking for Ratcliffe. Far corner, it's Ruiz. He trips. Taken away by Swain. Poke checked by Ruiz, but it's Weber for Binghamton. Outlet to center, picked off by Bedard. He'll shovel it into the far corner. Sprinting after it, Harwell collides with Weber behind the net. Ratcliffe sliding it down low. Weber tips it, lost it to Ruiz. Left circle, shot blocked. Nick Swain for Binghamton. Starts the rush, up right wing. Feathers one down low. Clark tied up with Bedard. And it's Newberg for the Hat-Tricks. Indirect pass for Vasiliev near wall. He'll carry it back into the zone, out to center, around Stefan, throws middle. Too far for Woolley. He beats Poirier to it. Far half wall. Ozone. Woolley down the wall. Bouncing puck off the glove of Poirier. Clear attempt, successful as it hopped the stick of Woolley. Pamelayan shoots it from center ice on goal. Poirier plays it off the ricochet. He'll give it away Vasiliev. Low right, tosses in front. Out of the reach, Christou, shot blocked. Rebound, Frolov save. It's up in the air at the right circle. Vasiliev for Frolov. High slot finds Pamelayan. Left circle, waits. His shot blocked. Poirier slid down and absorbed it. Out to center, Stefan for Binghamton. He'll hammer it back into the hat-trick zone. Midway point, third period. Hat-Tricks applying pressure in a 4-2 game. They got the one goal from Vasiliev at 4:32 and hoping for a little bit more here. Looking for a comeback victory. A turnover in the right corner. Binghamton zone. Anderson for Newberg is shot wide right. Hullaby pounces on it. In front, Newberg didn't get all of it. A little bit surprised from the pass. The puck cleared up the near wall. And up ahead for Anderson. Gonzalez. Hullaby right in front of the Hat-Tricks bench. Gave it away. 9:20 on the clock. 4-2, Binghamton in front. Ruiz ramps it into the far corner. Harwell beats Stone to it. Stone recovers, lifts the stick. Ruiz up the far wall, and it's carried out to center by Ramakers. Gonzalez, though, for the Hat-Tricks, leads Harwell, whacking at it. Bond gave it to Ruiz. Right side, Ruiz around Ramakers. Right to center, clogged up off a couple skates. Meanwhile, a free puck behind the net. Stone will loft it through center. And Bedard starts the rush from left to right. Bedard softly for Ratcliffe. Near side Vasiliev all the way across LaBelle, pressured by Oliveri. It's chopped into the air. Skate to stick, Kirkby. Ozone right wing drops Oliveri. Slapper missed the target. Rims around near side. Frolov leads Vasiliev, left wing over the blue. Vasiliev waiting, holding, centers all the way through. Bedard tried to keep in. The net was dislodged, so the whistle blows. Well, the Hat-Tricks playing some of their best hockey of the night. Looking to bring this game within one, down 4-2. 8:14 remaining here in the third period.
Hat-Tricks fans, get ready for your next fishing adventure with Candlewood Bait and Tackle. Everything you need from live bait to top quality gear. Visit us today and reel in the big one. Need a coffee fix? Cash and Live Coffee Creations has your favorite lattes, cold brews, and more. Made fresh, just for you. Cash and Live Coffee Creations, where coffee meets creativity. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena. The Danbury Parking Authority reminds you to park in the Patriot Garage across the street from the Danbury Ice Arena. It's safe, secure, and legal. Make sure the only ticket you get is to the game.
Doug Latuca back with you inside the Danbury Ice Arena. Hat-Tricks are pressing in search of their third goal. They're trailing by 2 with 8:14 to go in regulation. Shots 41-29, Black Bears. Hat-Tricks have the most recent goal. Vasiliev at 4:32. They've scored 2 of the last 3 goals after falling behind 3-0. They got an offensive zone faceoff following the timeout. Woolley, Frolov, Vasiliev, accompanied by LaBelle and Bedard. Right circle draw. Kirkby against Woolley. The Black Bears captain wins it. Bond swings it around, uses the dasher. Far side out to center it goes. LaBelle back forward in the far corner D zone. Out to center. And Anderson assumes possession for Binghamton. Gives it right back to LaBelle. The lead, Vasiliev, softly for Woolley, chopped at by Thompson. They collide below the goal line. Woolley finds Vasiliev left corner, centered for Frolov, poke checked away. Oliveri lugs it, left side of the red line. He'll toss it for Weber, who gets a stick on it. Pamelayan converges with Weber. Far corner, they battle two aside. Spits out for Woolley. In front it goes. There goes Vasiliev off to the races. 1-on-2. He'll hit the brakes. Waits for Frolov. Around Thompson. Bats it in the air below the goal line. Frolov swings around the net, right corner. Centers off the stick of Newberg. He'll poke it. Pamelayan left circle. Greg centers. Frolov shoots. Save Egbert. Rebound through the crease. Kept in at the right point. Christou across for Pamelayan. Inside Newberg. Shoots. Fluttered wide. Had Frolov in front. Kirkby pressured by Frolov, far half wall. Frolov taken down by Anderson, trying to get to the puck. Poke checked away. Frolov lost it to Anderson. Vasiliev upset. Was calling for the puck at the right circle. It never came. So the Hat-Tricks make a change with 6:40 left in this third period. Hat-Tricks trying to get within one. Hullaby sidesteps a check from Emerson Emery. It's Emery in the right corner. He'll shovel it for Poirier. Hit by Hullaby. Wraparound. Saved by Egbert. He covers. Just 6:21 to work with for the Hat-Tricks in their comeback effort. They're down 4-2 to the Black Bears, a team that has beaten them 7 of the first 9 times. Hat-Tricks have trailed by 3 twice in this game, including 3-0 at the end of the first. At the far circle, the face-off. A tie-up, Swain off the glass, bouncing out to center. One-handed for Clark, left wing, Ozone. Snow showers, drops Stefan, wrister blocked. Stefan on it, near half wall. Swings it, Poirier, right point, shot pass through everyone. Left point, Emery across for Poirier. He'll put it wide of the net. Clark engaged with Gonzalez. They both went to the ice. Harwell sidesteps Swain. Swings it near side for Gonzalez. Over the red, over the blue, he'll tuck it in. Around Emery, a race for it. Loose below the goal line. 5.5 to play, third period. Hat-Tricks trail by 2. From right to left, the Black Bears, it's Bernardo leaving for Sirota. Bernardo swiped away out to center. Vasiliev for Frolov. Probably the most active 3 hat-trick forwards on the ice, at least in this game. Frolov, Vasiliev, and Woolley. 2 of the 3 of them have the goals for Danbury. Zach Sirota. Right up the gun in the zone, he shoots, blocked. And into the netting. Sirota and LaBelle shoving each other behind the net after. But it sets up a defensive zone face-off for the Hat-Tricks, who trail the game 4-2 on Alumni night, the second to last home game of the year. Final one will be the 12th of April against the Watertown Wolves. And then playoffs start the next weekend. Both these teams will certainly be in the playoffs. Binghamton will host throughout the playoffs. Top team of the FPHL, Hat-Tricks trying to lock up the 2 seed. Prowlers have already won. The Hat-Tricks with just a 3-point lead on Port Huron. Off the face-off, a left circle shot from Thompson, snared with the glove by McCullum. And we're up against our final media timeout of the night. Black Bears clinging to a 4-2 lead, 4:58 remaining on a Saturday night from Binghamton.
Charter Oak Brewing Company is a Connecticut-based craft beers brewery featuring handcrafted and innovative beers such as pale ales, lagers, India pale ales, brown ales, sours, and several seasoned, more robust beers. Pick one up at the Rabbit Hole here at the Danbury Ice Arena. Live pain-free with Danbury Chiropractic and Wellness. From adjustments to holistic treatments, we're here to help you feel your best. Book your appointment today. Wellness is just a call away. Raise a glass to locally crafted spirits at Litchfield Distillery. handcrafted small batch whiskey, gin, and more. Visit our distillery today and taste the difference. Litchfield Distillery, batch by batch. Keep your business safe with R&R Protective Services. Expert security solutions tailored to your needs. Call us today for reliable protection you can trust. R&R Protective Services, your safety, our priority. Nothing beats an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Refresh your day with the classic taste everyone loves. Coca-Cola Northeast, bringing smiles and refreshment to your community. Products available at the Danbury Ice Arena.
The final 4:58 of regulation. Hat-tricks trying to put the pieces together on a third period comeback. They trailed 4-1. Vasiliev has them at 4-2. But time continuing to tick on the Hat-tricks. Left circle face-off, D-zone. Newberg wins back for LaBelle. Out for Anderson, he'll tip it in. Hullaby off to the races, beats Bond, no icing. Hullaby and Bond meet up in the far corner. Kirkby in there as well for the Black Bears. Pried free by Anderson, tried to center, it was nullified. Stone, near boards, trickles it through the slot out to center for Thompson, who started the scoring here tonight at 3:24 of the first. He'll shoot a neutral zone. Rister on goal, and McCullum gets the whistle. Doug Latuca with you. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you have enjoyed our Alumni Night coverage. Ceremony at the first intermission, videos throughout. Lots of fun. Hat-tricks are trying to continue the celebration, but they need 2 goals to do it. Off the face-off, LaBelle near wall, ahead for Hullaby. Kirkby ran into Anderson. It was a loose puck, and the Black Bears reorganize in their zone. Weber over the red line, right side. He'll flip it into the left corner. Bedard lugs it out to center. Ratcliffe got a piece, no ice. Weber back for Anderson. Time running short for the Hat-tricks. Down by 2, under 4 to play. Swain dancing right through the neutral zone. Left side O-zone, Rister gloved. McCullum tonight has made 40 saves on 44 Black Bears shots. Hat-tricks have 2 goals. On 31. Against the backup goaltender, Nolan Egbert. Off the face-off, Ratcliffe's stick got tied up with Swain, nothing called. Here's Harwell trying to burst around Weber. It was swiped away, and Weber's got it in the far corner. Bank pass, cross ice, too far for Clark. And the Hat-tricks reset back on goal. It was deflected in by Ruiz at center and gloved by Egbert. Right corner Weber to his deep partner Anderson. Far side of the ice, Sirota. Hauled down by Ratcliffe. We play on. Gonzalez back for Ruiz, up ahead for Ratcliffe. He got a piece, but Anderson steals it. He'll zip right in, right side. Leaves for Mott, return Anderson, right corner. Go to high feed, through to Mott, he's shut, tipped wide. Pouncing on it, Sirota. He's shoved up against the glass by Woolley. It squirts free, Mott shoots over the crossbar. Poirier pinches right point, flutters one, and a waffle save from McCullum. Puck left the zone. Woolley on goal. Egbert steers it to the far corner. He wins a battle against Poirier. Ramaker's over there for the Black Bears with 2:30 on the clock. Back pass, LaBelle, snapper, gloved by Egbert. And another stoppage with 2:23 to go in regulation. I believe the Hat-tricks have called a timeout here to discuss ahead of this offensive zone face-off, and you wonder, when does Connor McCullum take a seat on the bench? Hat-tricks have never led 3-0 Binghamton after 1. 4-1 after 2. And now it's 4-2. Vasiliev, the lone goal in this period. Hat-tricks 1 for 4 on the power play. Binghamton 0 for 3 here tonight. Hat-tricks trying to avoid their second consecutive loss. And points crucial for this Hat-tricks team right now, who are being chased by the Prowlers. Just 3 points separate them. Left circle face-off, Binghamton zone off the timeout. McCullum is still in the goal. A centering pass through for Woolley. Now he goes to the bench. Low right, Frolov centering for Woolley. Bouncing puck out to the back, LaBelle. Left side, Bedard. He drags, shoots wide. All the way around Harwell. Center point, LaBelle with 2 to go in the period. LaBelle shoots, it's blocked. Right back to him. Slapper never left the ice. Went wide right. Oliveri tries the far side. Kept by Bedard. 6-on-5 for Danbury. They need 2 goals to tie. Vasiliev shovels to the left point, LaBelle. Near side. Harwell holding. Back to LaBelle. His shot blocked by Kirkby out to center. Hat-tricks have LaBelle, Woolley, Vasiliev, Harwell, Bedard, and Frolov on. Harwell dancing around. Left side, he shoots! Save, rebound, swung at, but the net was off. Egbert kicked the net off with his right skate. The left post was knocked off, and the Hat-tricks arguing. And maybe he did it intentionally. No penalty. Harwell walked right around. His wrist shot was stopped with the glove by Egbert. The 6 black jerseys for the Hat-tricks. Hullaby, Harwell, Ruiz, Vasiliev, Ratcliffe, and LaBelle with the net empty. Need 2 to tie. Timeout, Binghamton. Tense moments here at the DIA. If the Hat-tricks could have a redo, they'd change their play in the first 20 minutes, really. It was 3-0 Binghamton right off the jump. Hat-tricks here in the third period have been the better team. They have 1 goal to show for it in the period, 2 in the game. Down 4-2, shots are 44-33, favoring the Black Bears. 5th annual Alumni Night honoring the hockey legends in Danbury. Hat-tricks won last year 5-4 in overtime. Daniel McKittrick from the right circle that you see on your screen. He cut middle and he wristed it under the blocker. Hat-tricks are just trying to force overtime with Love at least 1 point. Net is empty. 6-on-5 following the Binghamton timeout. O-zone faceoff, a tie-up. It's free in the slot. Players go down. Ruiz, he shoots. It was deflected wide. Oliveri pounds it up the near wall. Kept in Ruiz. Far side, LaBelle shoots. Save Egbert. Rebound by Bond. Kept in at the line. 1:15 in regulation. LaBelle up top. He shoots. Missed the target. Has Hullaby in front, providing a screen. Down low, Harwell. A centering pass, and it's intercepted and cleared down the ice. Should be an icing, and it is on Binghamton. The clock continue to run. They'll probably put a couple extra seconds back on it. There's just 57.7. There should probably be more like 59. But I don't think they're going to adjust it. Right circle face-off. 1:01 on the clock. Now the referees will chat about it. It's a matter of 1 or 2 seconds. If it's not 61 seconds, it's 59 seconds. Wow, they're having a lengthy discussion. And let's see what they change, if anything. Either way, we've got about a minute to play in regulation. A vacant cage on the left side of the ice for the Hat-Tricks. Down to 59 ticks. Right circle draw, Black Bears win. They clear up the near glass, rolling for the empty net wide left. And another icing on Binghamton. Black Bears do not have their timeout, nor do the Hat-Tricks. They've both used them late here in the third. 53.2 the reading. Harwell and Kirkby for the faceoff. Kirkby kicked out. Oh no. They'll keep him in there. Another tie-up. Bond off the far glass. Bouncing puck, knocked down. It's Thompson for the empty net. He scores. Yeah, that should do it, folks. (5-2). Binghamton in the lead. Austin Thompson, his second goal of the night. He's got back-to-back 2-goal games. And that'll just about do it. Off the center ice face-off, Bernardo over skates. It's Hullaby. Checked by Anderson. Bernardo lifted his stick, took the puck. And Sirota will sky it through center. Glove down, Mott, right wing. Wrist shot blocked. Chopped at by Pamelayan. The last 20. Well, a disappointing end to another special night here at the Danbury Ice Arena. 6 new inductees into the Danbury Hockey Hall of Fame. The first intermission ceremony and the Black Bears spoil alumni night. Hat-Tricks offside at the line, so one final face-off. Final score, Black Bears 5 and the Hat-Tricks 2, following the last drop of the puck. Fans filing out, and that is it. A disappointing end for the Hat-Tricks here tonight, but the Black Bears dominated the first period. They grew a 3-0 lead and then just preserved it. Hat-Tricks certainly turned up the heat in that third period. Now, the key for Danbury, especially as we move closer to playoffs, there's one more matchup between the two teams on the 11th in Binghamton, but just playing consistent hockey for 60 minutes. Binghamton, the kings of the castle right now in the FPHL. They beat the Hat-Tricks for the 8th time this year in 10 tries. Back to the drawing board for the Hat-Tricks, who will head down to Biloxi, Mississippi for a 2-game set with the Mississippi Seawolves. And then it's a home and home. Binghamton on the road, Watertown at home to conclude the regular campaign. And then we've got playoff hockey. Hattricks with just a 3-point lead over the Port Huron Prowlers for second in the Empire now after the Prowlers swept the Rockers this weekend. And the Hattricks still getting cheered off the ice by the Danbury faithful after a 5-2 loss. All right, that just about does it for us here on the Hattricks Digital Network. If you missed any of our alumni night coverage, you can watch the replay right here on our YouTube channel, or you can catch the videos from the inductees on our social media at Danbury Hattricks. For everyone helping out behind the scenes, Calvin, Leo, Jacob, Aiden, Sam, we got Bella, Lexi, Wyatt, Jane, and everyone else who had a hand in Alumni Night and our broadcast on the Hattricks Digital Network and on NY48 tonight. I'm Doug Latuca saying have a great rest of your night, Hattricks fans. We'll talk again from Mississippi while the Hattricks play 2 in Biloxi. Good night, everyone.